Hi, it's Panda Movies here. Today, I'm going to explain the movie called Alien Resurrection. Warning, there are spoilers ahead. Enjoy the video. 200 years after the events of Alien 3, USM Auriga scientists construct Ripley 8, a clone of Ellen Ripley, utilizing DNA from blood samples acquired before her death. The clone grows up with an embryo inside it because the Xenomorph queen's DNA has been merged with Ripley's. While keeping Ripley 8 alive for future research, the scientists extract the embryo, nurture it, and gather its eggs. The clone possesses improved strength and reflexes, slightly acidic blood, and a mental link with the Xenomorphs as a result of the Xenomorph's DNA inside her. The clone can also have parts of Ripley's recollections thanks to the Xenomorph's genetic memory. Elgyn, Jonner, Christie, Vriess, Hillard, and Call, a group of mercenaries, arrive at Auriga on their ship Betty. They place several abducted people in a coma. The military scientists raise several adult Xenomorphs for research and use humans as hosts for the aliens. Ripley 8 is shortly encountered by the Betty crew. Annalee Call recognizes her and attempts to assassinate her, believing Ripley 8 of being involved in the creation of Xenomorphs, but the creatures have already been replicated. The now mature Xenomorphs, knowing the acidic characteristics of their blood thanks to the aforementioned genetic memories, escape containment by murdering one of their own and using its acidic blood to burn through its enclosures. They then kidnap Dr. Jonathan Gediman and assassinate another scientist. They destroy the Auriga and kill the majority of the crew, including General Perez and Elgyn, who failed to flee. Another member of the team is kidnapped and cocooned in preparation for eggmorphing. Dr. Wren, a military scientist, informs that in an emergency, the ship's default command is to return to Earth. Ripley 8, the mercenaries, Wren, a soldier named Distephano, and surviving Xenomorph host Purvis, realizing that this will unleash the Xenomorphs on Earth, decide to head for the Betty and use it to destroy the Auriga. Ripley 8 comes across a laboratory filled with the horrifying results of the previous 7 failed attempts to clone Ellen Ripley. The surviving one asks Ripley 8 to euthanize her, she agrees, and the lab and its contents are subsequently incinerated. The trio swims across a flooded kitchen as they make their way through the crippled ship. 2 Xenomorphs are after them. One is assassinated, while the other kidnaps Hillard. The Xenomorph reappears as they flee the kitchen, blinding Christie, who sacrifices himself to destroy the Xenomorph so the others can flee. Call is revealed to be an Auton, a synthetically enhanced version of a human, when Wren betrays the gang. Call manipulates the Auriga's systems to send it on a collision course with Earth, aiming to wipe off the Xenomorphs in the process. Wren's escape route is closed off, and she orders the Xenomorphs towards him. A Xenomorph kidnaps Ripley 8 as the others flee to Betty. Wren, who is already on board, shoots Purvis, kidnaps Call, and insists that the collision be avoided. Purvis, who is hurt, grabs Wren and forces his head to his chest, just as the Xenomorph embryo he is carrying explodes through his ribcage, causing it to burst through Wren's head as well, killing both of them. The surviving Xenomorph is shot and killed by the survivors. Ripley is whisked away to the alien nest, where she discovers Gediman, who is still alive and partially cocooned. As a result of her genetic contamination with Ripley 8, the alien queen develops a uterus and gives birth to a Xenomorph with obviously human characteristics. Because the hybrid Xenomorph is unable to mate with the queen, it identifies Ripley 8 as its mother and kills the alien queen and Gediman. Ripley 8 takes advantage of the distraction to get away and find Betty. The Betty crew had a hard time taking off, giving Ripley 8 enough time to get to the ship and board. The hybrid boards, unbeknownst to the crew, continue to struggle. Call goes to close the hatch because Betty can't take off because the computer indicates it's still open. When she tries to close the hatch, she collides with a hybrid, who shuts it while she flees and hides. When Distephano goes to check on her, the hybrid kills him. Ripley 8 rushes to check on them and runs into the hybrid, she distracts the hybrid and saves Call. Ripley 8 melts a hole in a window with her acidic blood and pulls the hybrid towards it. As Ripley 8 weeps, the decompression violently forces the thing through the hole and out into space, killing it. As the survivors flee Betty, the countdown on the Auriga continues. The Earth collides with the Auriga, resulting in a massive explosion. Call inquires about Ripley 8's plans as they gaze down at Earth. "I'm not sure," she says, "I'm a foreigner here myself.